right now, in this moment, let's set everything else aside and simply look at who God is. Not what He can do for us today, not what we need from Him, just who He actually is. Because there's something about remembering His greatness that settles every anxious thought before the day even gets started. Let's enter His presence together in prayer. Father, this morning I want to start by simply telling you how beautiful you are. Not beautiful the way a sunrise is beautiful, though you made that too. Beautiful in your character, beautiful in your holiness, beautiful in the way your love never runs dry no matter how many times I've needed it refilled. There's nothing about you that's ordinary, Lord. Everything about you is majestic, radiant, and worthy of my full attention this morning. Father, when I try to put words to how great you are, I fall short every single time, because greatness like yours was never meant to be fully contained by human language. You spoke galaxies into existence with a word. You set the boundaries of the ocean and told it exactly how far it could go. You hung the stars in place and know every single one of them by name. And yet, with all that power at your disposal, you still bend down low enough to know the number of hairs on my head and the exact worries sitting on my heart this morning. That's not just power, Lord. That's intimacy, wrapped inside majesty, and I don't take it for granted. Lord, your beauty isn't only found in creation, though creation certainly reflects it. Your beauty is found in your mercy that meets me fresh every single morning, in your patience that hasn't run out despite how many times I've needed it extended, in your grace that reaches into the mess of my life and calls it worth redeeming. There is nothing more beautiful than a God who chooses to love what He didn't have to love, and yet you've chosen to love me again and again, without condition and without an expiration date. Father, I want to spend a few minutes this morning just being amazed by you, amazed that the same God who flung stars across the sky also cares about the small, quiet details of my everyday life, amazed that the one who holds the entire universe together also holds my heart together on the mornings it feels like it's coming apart. Amazed that your love isn't distant or theoretical, but personal, close, and real enough to reach me exactly where I am right now. Lord, your word tells me that you are love, not that you simply have love to give out when convenient, but that love is actually who you are at your core. That means everything you do toward me flows from that same unchanging nature. When you correct me, it's love. When you provide for me, it's love. When you're silent in a season I don't understand, it's still love, even when it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Help me trust that today, Lord, especially in the places where your timing feels slower than I'd like. Father, thank you for a love that doesn't wait for me to get everything right before it shows up. Thank you for pursuing me on the days I've pulled away, for staying patient on the days I've been anything but faithful in return, and for never once treating my inconsistency as a reason to walk away from me. That kind of love isn't something I could manufacture on my own. It's something only you could offer, and I receive it fresh again this morning. Lord, I want to thank you for your faithfulness over your children, because it's not just a nice idea, it's something I've lived and watched play out over and over again. You have never once failed to be exactly who you said you'd be. Every promise you've made has held steady, even the ones that took longer to unfold than I would have liked. Every season I thought I wouldn't make it through, you carried me through anyway. Every gap I thought couldn't be filled, you found a way to fill it, sometimes in ways I never even expected. Father, your faithfulness isn't seasonal. It's not something that shows up only when life is easy and disappears the moment things get hard. Your faithfulness has followed me through good years and hard ones, through seasons of clarity and seasons where I couldn't see 2 steps ahead. That kind of consistency is rare in this world, Lord, but it's completely ordinary for you. because faithfulness isn't just something you do, it's woven into who you are. Thank you for being the same yesterday, today, and forever, in a world where almost nothing else stays that steady. Lord, I think of how you've watched over me through seasons I didn't even realize I needed watching over. Nights I slept peacefully, while you stood guard over dangers I never saw. Decisions I made without fully understanding the risk, and you quietly protected me from consequences I never had to face. Doors that closed that I was disappointed about at the time, only to realize later they were closed because you were protecting me from something I couldn't see coming. Father, thank you for being a God who watches, not from a distance, uninterested and detached, but closely, intimately, the way a parent watches over a child they love deeply. You don't just observe my life from far away. You're present in it, aware of every detail, attentive to every need, even the ones I haven't spoken out loud yet. Lord, your word tells me your eyes run to and fro throughout the whole earth, searching for hearts that are fully committed to you, so that you can show yourself strong on their behalf. That means your attention toward me isn't passive, it's active. You're not simply aware I exist, you're actively looking for opportunities to show up strong in my life. That truth alone changes how I walk into today, Lord, because I'm not moving through this day hoping you notice me. I'm moving through it knowing you already have. Father, thank you for watching over my sleep, my waking, my comings and my goings. Thank you that your protection doesn't take breaks, doesn't get distracted, and doesn't require me to remind you I exist. You are fully aware of my life at every single moment, and that awareness is rooted in love, not obligation. Lord, I want to take a moment to simply marvel at your greatness. You are the God who was, who is, and who is to come, unchanging across every generation that has ever lived. You are the God who parted seas, who shut the mouths of lions, who calmed storms with a single word, who raised the dead, and who still moves in the same power today that you moved in throughout every story recorded in your word. Nothing about your power has diminished with time. Nothing about your ability has weakened. The same God who did all of that is the God who is with me this morning, in this ordinary moment, on this ordinary day. Father, your greatness isn't loud and flashy, the way the world often expects power to look. Sometimes your greatness shows up in the quiet, steady way you hold someone together through grief. Sometimes it shows up in the gentle way you restore someone's hope after they'd nearly given up. Sometimes your greatness is displayed not in a miracle everyone can see, but in the quiet strength you give someone to simply get through a hard day with their faith still intact. Both are evidence of who you are, Lord, the thunderous displays and the quiet, faithful ones. Lord, thank you that your greatness doesn't depend on my ability to fully understand it. There is so much about you I will never fully grasp this side of eternity. And that's not a flaw in my faith. That's simply what it means to worship a God who is genuinely beyond me. I don't need to understand everything about how you work to trust that you are working. I don't need to see the full picture to trust that you hold it. Father, I think about how vast you are, vast enough to hold the whole universe together, and yet close enough to know the exact ache sitting in my heart this morning. That kind of nearness paired with that kind of vastness should be impossible, and yet it's exactly who you are. You are simultaneously the God who reigns over everything and the God who bends down to meet me exactly where I am. Lord, I don't want to move through today without pausing to actually notice you. Too many mornings I rush past who you are and go straight to what I need from you. And today I want to slow down enough to simply appreciate you for exactly who you are. You are holy, set apart, entirely other, and yet you've made a way for me to know you personally. You are just, and yet your justice is always wrapped in mercy. You are powerful beyond comprehension, and yet you use that power gently toward the people you love. Father, thank you for revealing yourself to me, not just through creation, though the sky alone tells a story about your glory every single day, but through your word, through answered prayer, through the quiet moments I've sensed your presence in ways I couldn't explain to anyone else. Thank you for not staying hidden, distant, or unreachable. Thank you for making yourself known to ordinary people like me. Lord, I think of all the ways your love has shown up in my life that I probably haven't even noticed. The provision that arrived right on time. The people you placed in my path exactly when I needed them. The doors that opened that I didn't even know to pray for. The wisdom that showed up in a moment of confusion. Every one of those was your love in motion, whether I recognized it in the moment or not. Father, help me become someone who notices your hand more often, not just in the big, obvious moments, but in the small, quiet ones too. Help me see your faithfulness in the ordinary rhythm of an average day, not just in the seasons of crisis when I'm desperate enough to look for it. Lord, thank you for loving your children the way you do. Thank you that your love for me isn't based on my performance, my consistency, or how well I've represented you this week. It's based entirely on who you are, and your character doesn't shift depending on my behavior. That truth alone should undo so much of the anxiety I carry about whether I'm doing enough to earn your affection. I was never meant to earn it in the first place. Father, I think about how patient you've been with me, how many times you've extended grace I didn't ask for and probably didn't deserve in that moment. Thank you for a patience that doesn't run out, even when mine does. Thank you for a love that keeps pursuing me, even in the seasons I've quietly pulled away without even realizing I was doing it. Lord, your beauty is also found in how you restore things. You don't just forgive, you rebuild. You don't just comfort, you renew. You don't just rescue, you redeem the very thing that almost destroyed the person you rescued and turn it into part of their testimony. That kind of restoration isn't something the world knows how to do. It's something only you can do. And I'm grateful to be someone you've done that for, more than once. Father, thank you for how you watch over my family, even in the moments I'm too busy or too distracted to actively pray for them. Thank you for going ahead of the people I love into situations I'll never even know about, protecting them, guiding them, working in their hearts in ways only you could orchestrate. Lord, I lift up everyone connected to this prayer this morning. Let them experience your beauty in a fresh way today, not as a distant theological idea, but as something they genuinely feel in their own life. Let them sense your love in a tangible way, especially if it's been a while since it felt real to them. Let them be reminded of your faithfulness, especially if they're in a season where trusting you has felt harder than usual. Let them know, without a doubt, that you are watching over them just as closely as you're watching over me. Father, for anyone listening who has been wondering if you still see them, remind them this morning that your eyes have never once left them. For anyone who has felt forgotten in a hard season, remind them that you don't forget your children, even when circumstances make it feel that way. For anyone who has struggled to believe you're actually good, considering everything they've walked through, reveal your goodness to them today in a way that's undeniable. Lord, your greatness is on full display in the way you handle the details of our lives that feel too small to matter to anyone but us. You care about the job interview, the difficult conversation, the medical test result, the relationship that feels uncertain. Nothing about our lives is too small to matter to you. And that truth alone reveals something beautiful about who you are. A God as great as you could easily ignore the small things, and yet you don't. You lean in close to every single one of them. Father, thank you for a love that shows up in the mundane just as much as it shows up in the miraculous. Thank you for caring about my ordinary Tuesday just as much as you care about the moments everyone recognizes as significant. Every day matters to you, Lord, because every day is part of the story you're writing in my life. Lord, help me carry this awareness of your greatness and your love into the rest of today. When I get distracted by smaller things, remind me that I serve a God who set the stars in place. When I feel overwhelmed, remind me that nothing about today is too big for you to handle. When I feel unseen by the people around me, remind me that your eyes never once left me, not even for a moment. Father, thank you for revealing yourself to us, not as a distant force, but as a Father who watches, who loves, who remains faithful, even when we haven't been. Thank you for a beauty that isn't just external, but woven into the very core of who you are. Mercy, patience, grace, and a love that has never once given up on us. Lord, I want to walk through today with a renewed sense of wonder at who you are. Not rushing past your presence to get to my to-do list, but actually pausing throughout the day to notice you in it. Help me see you in the small kindness of a stranger, in the beauty of the sky, in the quiet moment of peace that shows up right when I need it most. Help me recognize that every good thing I encounter today traces back to you. Father, thank you for how you've watched over my life up to this point. Thank you for the dangers I never had to face because you quietly intervened. Thank you for the mistakes you redeemed instead of letting define me. Thank you for the seasons that felt unbearable at the time, but that you carried me through anyway, and that I can now look back on with gratitude instead of only pain. Lord, your faithfulness over your children isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous, ongoing reality that doesn't pause when we're inconsistent, when we doubt, or when we struggle to trust you fully. You remain faithful even in our unfaithfulness. Not because our unfaithfulness doesn't matter to you, but because your character was never dependent on ours in the first place. Father, thank you for that kind of steady love. It's the reason I can come to you honestly this morning, without pretending to have it all figured out, without performing a version of faith that looks more polished than what I'm actually feeling. You've always welcomed me honestly, and I receive that welcome again today. Lord, I think about your creation and how it constantly points back to you. The sunrise that never repeats the exact same pattern twice. The intricate detail in something as small as a single flower. The vastness of the sky that stretches further than my mind can fully comprehend. All of it whispers the same truth, that you are a God of both grandeur and detail, capable of holding galaxies together, while also caring about the smallest details of a single life. Father, thank you for being a God who is both close and vast at the same time. Close enough to comfort me in my most private struggles, and vast enough to hold together everything I could never fully understand. That combination is part of what makes you so beautiful, Lord. You're not one or the other. You're both, fully and completely, all the time. Lord, I want to end this time of prayer the same way I started it, simply in awe of who you are, not asking for anything else, not listing out requests, just resting in the reality that I serve a God who is beautiful in character, faithful without exception, watchful over every detail of my life, and great beyond anything I could ever fully measure. Father, thank you for letting me know you, not just know about you, but actually know you personally, intimately, and continuously. That's a privilege I never want to take for granted. Not this morning, and not any morning after this one. Lord, as I step into today, let this awareness of who you are stay with me. Let it steady me when things get hard. Let it comfort me when I feel uncertain. Let it remind me, over and over throughout the day, that the same God who set galaxies in motion is the same God who is fully present with me right now, in this exact moment. Thank you for your beauty. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for watching over me so closely. Thank you for your greatness. displayed both in the vastness of creation and in the tender, personal way you care for your children. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. As you move into today, carry this truth with you, that the God who watches over the stars is the same God who watches over you, closely, faithfully, and with a love that has never once wavered. Whatever today holds, you're not facing it with a distant, disinterested God. You're facing it with one who is fully present, fully attentive, and fully committed to walking through it with you. If this prayer stirred something in your heart this morning, take a moment to like this video. Subscribe for more time spent simply reflecting on who God is, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. I genuinely love to hear what stood out to you, so drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from today. If someone in your life needs a fresh reminder of God's beauty and faithfulness this morning, go ahead and share this with them. Sometimes remembering who He is changes everything about how we face the day ahead. Until we gather here again, keep walking in wonder at who He is. Keep resting in His faithfulness, and keep trusting that His eyes are on you, even in the smallest, quietest moments of your day. God bless you.